We have two ranges. We have a complete plug-and-play shop fit system. We have also made the structures join side on side, so you can add a 10 to a 10 to get a 20. So where the big system is looking at varying sizes of spaces, the Express range is multiple of products. And actually, the journey with AirClad is really about what you do. When we come to the range of what we have for events, we've kept it quite tight. And as I said with the inflates, we haven't gone big. So I've resisted the urge to create big AirClads over a system. We have two ranges that are our system, and then we have one range which is a purely mobile system. So with the XPRO range, which is the configurable system of AirClads, where it's a kit of parts. If we say like Meccano, build it into anything you want. We have the Express range, which is a part or prefabricated system that pops up, whether it hinges and folds up or assembles together from part folding components. And then we have the XTRL, which is a purely mobile system, which is a pre-engineered trailer-based product. So we have these three products. The interesting thing with the Express range is there's this opportunity now with AI where we're starting to look at, could we create semi-automated assembly products? I really like the idea that you drop a flat pack structure that actually grows itself. And the Express range is something where we think that looks possible. So it sort of sits there at the moment as a suspended idea. But the XPRO range is the core range which we've been developing since 2014. And that simply covers a range of products, which is the XPRO, which is then the XPO range, which is our single height system, which we have on a 6 meter and a 10 meter grid. These came around, these were the first products we did. A bit like the inflate structures, we kind of were looking at the same types of inquiries coming in. And to make that investment to put the structures on the ground, we listened and we looked at what was the core sizes that we should go with. And the 6 and the 10 were the right sizes on a single height. And we've engineered the frames and the spaces of the frame. So each bay is 2.5 meters apart. We've made all the sizes to maximize the efficiency of materials, but also to sit within the operational constraints of how the structures will be needed. And that is the basic building block that we have. And then from that, we've developed the XIP system, which is a double height version with a mezzanine. So we have the 2-story on the same grid, just higher. We have also made the structures join side on side, so you can add a 10 to a 10 to get a 20. So you have this grid where it's sort of growing. So those core products are allowing us now to offer a system that can grow side on side and back on a single and double height, with it open to a double height or with a mezzanine or just single height. And we have introduced a terrace option as well. So you have now the terrace, the double height and the single, all working on the same grid and the same size. So this for us holds together what we feel is the 90+% usage of AirClad, where you can deliver on most scaled events that are needed. As a company, we will design one-off structures that allow you to do anything you want. So if these products actually don't fit what you need, we will design and develop a product for you from our system. And that's the core of it. And then with all of these systems, we have a complete plug-and-play shop fit system to go with that, with walls, shelving, lighting, acoustics, speakers, AC integrations. There's a whole raft of stuff, but the core grid is on that basis. And then the Express range has allowed us to develop this pop-up area, which is a little bit different because with the XPRO you can go very big. and scale and modulate as much as you want. With the Express, it's a bit more constrained on size because it's pre-built, and with shipping, you can only ship certain size products. But what you have is amazing speed. So when we talk about fast architecture, with this really kind of fast product, you can actually pop up a small cube pod outside in less than 10 minutes, ready to fit out, which is kind of cool and kind of interesting. And then you can do multiple. So where the big system is looking at how do we create bigger spaces or varying sizes of spaces, the Express range is multiple of products. So if you had to put multiple structures around, like sleeping pods, if you had to set up 100 rooms in a field, the Express Snoozy is cool for that. You bring it to life. We don't tell you how it should be, but you've got all these possibilities with it. And then you can combine like a Snoozy with the XPRO range. So you have like you could have like restaurants or communal areas or retail spaces with sleeping spaces. So you can build all that out as much as you want. So those two sit like that. It's about volume speed, and the other is about modular speed and how you get to the spaces that you want. And then the outlier, the XTRL, and I call it an outlier because it's pre-built, engineered product on the trailer. We then build that out. So that could actually be a space that is like set up for retail or hospitality and stuff like that. But also it could be set up as a bedroom with an ensuite shower and stuff like that. So it's a space that is developed to be something quite specific, but it's fast because you turn up with it pre-done. So we say fast, faster, and fastest. XPRO is fast, Express is faster, and the fastest is the XTRL. So we have these three things. This is the kind of three pillars of our event system. And then from those three core elements, we can then grow out anything we want. We can be with more technical overlay, more creative overlay, more performance on scale, location, or engineering. So the structures are all engineered to go anywhere, subject to where they're going to be and what wind loadings. As we've said before, we've engineered to hurricane force winds. We have the data to demonstrate what you do, but fundamentally the product is engineered to perform. So you don't have to worry about performance. It's an operational overlay that goes with it. And then really what's been interesting with AirClad is that the journey now has come a bit like the other projects, but I think with AirClad more so, because we've focused on the system, and like I said, with the Vitsu mentality of how do we get this system as pure as possible, we've really leaned into this. We're bringing space to life, and our clients are bringing space to life. So we're bringing the space, and they're bringing it to life. And actually, the journey with AirClad is really about what you do, what you see with it. We're there to help. We've got the knowledge and the experience to help design and create spaces, but you're the ones actually having the challenge, your challenge is what you want to achieve. And so a lot of what I like about what I see going on with the AirClad event system is that the internal design team are working with lots of creatives, bringing them to life in many different ways, in many different places. And the challenges I like we're doing lots of immersive spaces, lots of full wrap branding, full wrap projections. Smells are really big. The kind of, now temperature also comes into it as well. And all these features are there, all possible with it, but they're driven by what the client or the brand is looking to do. But we know the AirClad has all the features to deliver the overlay that's needed. And that's where it gets exciting, because we're no longer you're not hitting walls or constraint, you're hitting opportunities everywhere you look. And so this range, as tight as it is, actually offers a lot of scope. That's why I kept it quite small when I was just talking about it. There's not masses of things. There's just the right products to do the right job. And that's what the event range of the AirClads is all about. It really is less will be more.